Hello, and happy Monday. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. I want to talk to you about self care. You're going to hear about it a lot from me because I know there is a lot of chatter out there right now because I'm recognizing there's signs out there of people who are struggling with self care. And so I know this is needed for you to hear today. Even if you have a little bit in your life right now where you do sometimes you're the sometimes self-care person. I just definitely needed to get on here today and talk to you about the importance because I can see it, I can feel it, I'm hearing it in the market, I'm seeing people posting all over social media of them taking a step back because they are just feeling a lot of things that are happening. Hi, for those of you who don't know me, I am 𝒀𝒏𝒅, mindset and emotional awareness coach for women who are, well, for female entrepreneurs who have strong CEO skill sets but need more self-care incorporated into their life and business. And I help them by helping them show them how building out is, these mindset skills, which will help them also to teach them around becoming self-aware around their emotional trigger moments, will help free up time because they won't get stuck in where the emotions are managing them and stealing their time, and they'll get more done. So today I want to talk to you, as I said, self-care, because if you saw in the title, then you know that it's true, right? That self-care, I did not mean to do that. Self-care, you cannot ignore the signs because your mind and or your body won't let you. In fact, I know there's a lot of women that I've talked to where they feel overwhelmed, panicked, resentful because so much time spent away from family, angry, fearful that they won't get stuff done or fearful that it won't work out, worried all the time about where the next dollar is coming from, if they're even doing the right thing, procrastinating because they feel like, oh my gosh, well, I'm procrastinating because I don't want to look at that thing right now. So I'll go find something else that's instant gratification. Maybe they're ghosting people, ghosting people that they're working with, ghosting their friends, ghosting their families, meaning they're not showing up, they're shutting down, right? They're shutting people out of their lives and they're not explaining how they feel. They're not asking for help and they're isolating themselves. If you're doing any of these things right now, I know I get it. And maybe you're doing that because you feel stuck. You feel stuck in whatever it is that's happening. I know I've talked to a friend of mine, she called it Stuckville. And maybe you feel that way. Maybe things are not going to plan the way you would like them to. And well, you feel like, I wish that X, Y, and Z was put together so that A, B, and C was easier, right? And yeah, all of us want to have some form of structure because I truly believe that there is freedom in structure. But sometimes the word structure makes people fear that word because they think structure means limitations, keeping you from reaching goals, from doing things, or making you do things that you don't feel comfortable doing or confident doing. And I just want you to know that yes, can be something that you're thinking about. But also, it's really important that you do think about how to structure your time because then that will allow you to get more done, right? That'll free up your time when you actually know what you're doing. But I want to talk about the self-care piece because I really feel like that's so important. Like I said, I've seen evidence all over social media lately of people just saying, you know what, if you haven't seen me posting a lot, it's because I really need to take some self-care time. Some people are saying I'm feeling burnt out. Some people are putting on there, I'm going through some stuff right now. And a lot of that, not necessarily that the stuff can be avoided, but the mindset around it, the stuckness around it, the feelings of not being able to get ahead around it could be avoided if you had more self-care because you're looking after you. Example of my routine, I have written it out. I've become intentional around my self-care and what that looks like. And for me, my self-care is I have my morning meditation. It's my gratitude meditation, which is to get me feeling good, on the right frame of mind, on the right vibration. And then I spend time with God. And then I have a 10-minute visualization where I visualize what my life could look like and the potential of it and how it can impact not only my life, but the people that I serve and also the people in my life. And then I journal and I have a morning reflection and I think about where I'm at in my life, what I'm doing with my life, where I want to go, and also how do I feel about all of that. And then I also have journaling around being grateful, someone I'm grateful for and why, an experience that I'm grateful for. And then, of course, something that I'm grateful for about myself. I'm grateful that I'm resilient and resourceful. I don't give up. I'm committed to the long game. And so that's something I'm really grateful for. And then next I read or listen to an audiobook, something that's going to uplift and inspire me and encourage me to do better, to be better, to live better, to take inspired action around whatever it is, whether it's a life goal, whether it's just having more fun in my life. And then, of course, I do a dance party. Yes, I get up and I move my body. It's really super important. That's just my morning routine. And I do have an evening routine. But what I'm getting at is being intentional around how you take care of yourself will help you so you don't end up months down the road feeling burnt out, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you're isolating yourself from people, ghosting them, shutting down, feeling like you can't do things, getting into that headspace, allowing your emotions to manage you and keeping you stuck in a time loop where you can't seem to get ahead. You get into that frame of mind, you get into that space. And that can be avoided if you just became more intentional about how you show up for yourself every single day. Waking up every single day with intention to live your day with gratitude, and then figuring out what does that look like? How can I have a better day? How can I make my day really good? And that way I can show up really great for other people. So I just wanted to really come on and just inspire you and encourage you to look at your self-care habits. Because if you are feeling any of these things where you feel overwhelmed, maybe you're panicking around, we're almost at the end of a year and maybe you didn't meet all those goals that you wanted to meet. Maybe you're feeling resentful of all the time that you're spending away from your family because you're trying to build a business, or you're in the doing of everything and maybe you're stuck in busy work thinking, oh, anything to fill the time, but it's not really moving the needle. Maybe you're starting to feel angry because you're missing out on so much, and people are, in your life are still coming to you looking for you to serve them. And yet you're feeling maybe taken advantage of. Maybe you're fearful that it'll never happen. Maybe you're worried that, oh my gosh, like how is this even going to come together? And will I have the time? And will it work out? And maybe then you find yourself procrastinating because it's hard to create healthy habits around self-care. It's really super hard and I don't know what to do. Or I have something I'm doing and I don't know the next steps. And so rather than look at it, I'm going to go do something else that I know instantly I'll get instant gratification, whether that's watching a series on Netflix because it's something that I've wanted to watch, right? To me, it's like watching a series on Netflix is a reward, not a way to take yourself away from doing something, right? It's a reward for doing something, accomplishing it. Maybe you're shutting down or shutting people out. If you're doing any of these right now, I get it. I understand. But it's time for you to take a look at your self-care routine and make sure that if you are feeling any of those things that I mentioned, and those are just a few, I've only hit the tip of the iceberg. Those are only just a few. But if you're feeling any of that, then maybe it's time for you to take a pause and look at what you're doing and how you can start incorporating things to support you. By the way, self-care is important. I think it's probably at the very top of the list of my daily even thought processes before I even do anything else. And I really believe that the reason why it's so good is it sets you up for a great day, including what I do at the end of the day to set myself up for a good night's rest so that it sets me up again for the next day, right? And so it's really important for you to think about that. So if you aren't doing that, take a pause, look at what you are doing. How can you incorporate more? And also maybe get yourself an accountability partner, someone that you know, like, and trust, that can root you on, that can cheer you on, that can say, hey, I got you, and allow you to like lean on them when you're feeling like, oh, I can't seem to get this as a habit because it seems hard to do. Just find that accountability partner. I'm sure you have at least one person in your life that you know, like, and trust that can do that for you. And if you don't, use me. I'm more than happy to do that for you. Okay, so I just wanted to remind you, self-care should be up here first thing that you think about before you start anything for your day. Set yourself up for success by being really intentional about those things that will support your overall emotional and mental and physical well-being. I hope you have a great rest of your day, a fantastic week as we start a brand new week today. And remember to navigate your day with an attitude of gratitude, because with the right attitude, it will give you the right mindset for when life throws her curveballs or puts up those roadblocks in your way. You'll be in a better frame of mind to manage your emotional trigger moments so that they don't manage you and steal your time. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.